Oh, hello. Sorry. Caught me in kind of a compromising position in that, well, I didn't see you come in. I've been oddly distracted the last few days. What's that? Oh, I'm sure. The hustle and bustle of the world around. It's always pulling us in one direction or another. It's pretty common in this life of sorts. So get comfortable and let's take a moment, just for ourselves, just to feel something a little different than that urge to accomplish, that need to get everything squared away. In fact, let's take a little stroll as you enjoy your hot tea to the graveyard.
Well, I'm E.G. The French writer Guy de Maupassant lived for only 43 years, yet he composed 6 novels and over 300 short stories. One of the best of these, one of the least well-known, is titled, Was It a Dream? It is only a little more than 2,000 words in length, and is a testament to the clarity and economy of de Maupassant's style.
Why does one love? How queer it is to see only one being in the world, to have only one thought in one's mind, only one desire in the heart, and only one name on the lips. A name which comes up continually, rising like the water in a spring from the depth of the soul to the lips. A name which one repeats over and over again, which one whispers ceaselessly everywhere like a prayer. Oh, I loved her madly.
Our mystery drama, The Graveyard, is based on the classic short story of Guy de Maupassant and was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Elspeth Eric. Stars Norman Rose. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act 1. Guy de Maupassant lived from 1850 to 1893, and the last of these years was spent struggling with and then succumbing to madness. This may account for the slight touch of morbidity that runs through his work. Yet the story we dramatize for you now deals with one of the most universal of human experiences, the indescribable, almost mystical experience of falling in love. Our drama begins inside one of the great churches of Paris.
I was the last in the long line of penitents. I had positioned myself thus purposely, for I had a long tale to tell the Father before I could seek absolution. A long confession of love and loss and death, of unquenchable passion, of mad obsession, of grief unimaginable. At long last, the way was clear, and I found myself in the confessional box. Bless me, Father.
Yes, my son?
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned since my last confession.
Go on, my son.
I don't know how. You don't know me, Father.
Should I?
You don't recognize my voice.
There is something familiar.
It's been a long time, more than a year. Before that, you were my confessor. More than that, my friend, or so I once thought.
Continue.
I was a faithful communicant, Father, for many years. Until...
Tell me what troubles you, my son.
It's a long story.
I have time, and so has God.
It all started. Everything began when I met her. I went to a ball, an elaborate ball given by friends. I've been of half a mind not to attend at all. For For months, life had seemed so dreary, so monotonous. And then, that night, I was standing with my friend Henri, viewing the guests with utter indifference when she came into the room that changed my life forever. Henri,
What is it? Have you suddenly come to life?
come to life. Yes, I have come to life. Who is that?
Dear man, there are at least 200 people dancing.
Oh, she is not dancing. She just came through the door. She's dressed in silver. She's with an older woman wearing blue and black stripes. They're just sitting down.
Oh, yes, that's Madame Sylvain.
But who is the young girl in silver?
Honey, Simon, why?
You ask me why?
Why do you care?
She is my fate.
Oh, come now, my dear friend.
Do you know her? Do you know her aunt?
Not well.
Well enough to introduce me. Yes, and do it at once. Introductions were made. I murmured politenesses, requested the pleasure of a waltz, and as though I were living in a dream, led the young Simone to the dance floor and took her in my arms. We circled the ballroom again, and again, and again. She floated like a cloud in my arms, her pale blonde head just below my chin, a tiny hand in its white kid glove resting in mine, her fragile body moving in perfect rhythm to my own. I did not speak. I could not. I was like a man enchanted beneath a spell. I was conscious only for wishing the music would never stop. But of course, in time, it did. It stopped.
Release me, sir.
What? Oh, forgive me. What did you say?
Release me. The waltz has ended. The dancing is over.
Oh, your pardon.
You may take me back to my aunt.
No.
No. Why not?
I want to take you in my arms again.
I think the music has stopped for a certain length of time. Refreshments are being served on the veranda.
Would you care for something?
A glass of champagne, perhaps.
Would you care for that?
Would you?
There's only one thing I care for, Mamselle. Everything else is of no importance whatsoever.
And what is that?
Yourself, Mamselle. Your love. I was not so impetuous as a rule, Father. I had a certain position in Parisian society. I had met and I had fancied a number of girls. But this was altogether different, a totally new experience. It lifted me to such heights that my whole life before this fateful meeting seemed insignificant, without meaning.
Compose yourself, my son.
Yes, Father, yes, I'll try. I saw her the next day. She invited me for tea, and I took flowers, roses and lilies, all that I could hold. I think that her aunt eyed me with some suspicion, but I thought only of the niece whom I adored, to whom I had dedicated my every thought, my every wish, my life, myself.
Go on, my son.
The days that followed, how can I describe them? And yet how well I remember them. Walks in the Luxembourg Gardens, picnics in the Bois, luncheons and dinners. I moved through all this with the certainty of a sleepwalker. My mind, my soul fixed on that not too distant day when I would put my heart at her feet and implore her to pick it up and hold it close to her own. And I knew she would.
Yes, my son. Go on.
At last, the day arrived. I had suggested the previous evening that she'd come to my house for tea, and she had acquiesced. My good housekeeper, Therese, had cleaned from attic to cellar with even more than her usual thoroughness. Now, you'll serve everything out here, Therese.
Yes, monsieur.
Aha, now she'll sit there, don't you think?
On the chaiselong. Perfect.
Yes. You have tea, of course.
And coffee.
What she really likes best is chocolate.
I have chocolate.
Now, what in the way of pâtisserie?
Almond croissant, madeleine, pecan macaroon.
Oh, perfect.
I hope mademoiselle will be pleased.
Oh, Therese, wait till you see her. Wait till you see my Simone.
I am sure she is very pretty, monsieur.
Pretty?
Attractive.
There is no one word to describe her, Therese. Could you describe an angel?
I have never seen an angel.
Well, you'll see one today. An angel with the insouciance of a wood nymph, the grace of a dryad. Am I talking wildly, Therese?
You are in love, monsieur.
Yes, I am in love. I was in fever, awaiting her arrival. I thought I was going to be sick. I could not sit, I could not stand still. I moved from chair to chair, from room to room. And then, at last she was there, in my house.
Oh, but it's beautiful. Beautiful.
You think so? You really think so?
You live here alone?
Oh, yes. Alone. Of course, there's Therese and her husband. He tends the gardens.
You have gardens?
May I show you?
Of course.
The roses are in bloom. Yellow, pink, red.
Oh, lovely.
Now, this is the veranda.
Charming.
Would you care to sit down? Here. This is a comfortable chaise.
Thank you, yes. Very comfortable.
What would you like? Chocolate or tea? Therese will bring it. Or coffee. We have madeleine and macaroon.
Not so fast, not so fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Really, I'm very...
It's all right. It's all right, my dear. What is it? I've never seen you like this. So erratic.
It's just that I... Do you really like the house?
But I told you.
I know you told me, but... Are you sure that you really like it?
Yes.
But is there anything about it that you don't like?
Nothing. I think it's perfect.
I want you to think that it's perfect.
Is it so important, what I think?
You don't know how important it is. Because, Simone, because I want you to share it with me.
You want me to?
To live here with me. You know how I love you. I think that you love me. Do you love me?
Yes.
As much as I love you? No, don't answer. I know that you can't love me the way I love you, but do you love me?
Yes.
Then will you come here to this house to live with me, to let me love you and protect you, adore you, to take care of you?
Oh, my dear.
Will you?
Yes, my love. Oh, yes.
The days and the weeks and the months that followed. How can I describe them? I loved her madly. Why does one love, Father? Why does one love? How queer it is to see only one being in the world. To have only one thought in one's mind, only one desire in the heart, and only one name on the lips. A name which comes up continually from the depths of the soul to the lips. A name which one repeats over and over again, which one whispers ceaselessly everywhere, like a prayer. I lived on her tenderness, on her caresses, in her arms, on her words, so completely wrapped up, bound and absorbed in everything which came from her, that I no longer cared whether it was day or night, or whether I was dead or alive on this old earth of ours. In all our time together, she asked for only one thing, one material thing. And I was happy, deliriously happy to buy it for her. I would have bought her the world.
Sweetheart, could we have a mirror here?
Here? Here in the hall?
A big one. I need it.
Well, then you shall have it.
I needed to look at myself from head to foot before I go out, to see if my toilette looks well and is correct. Pretty.
You are always correct, always pretty.
I needed to reassure myself.
We'll go together tomorrow and buy one. You shall pick it out. And so we did. We found the beautiful mirror, 7 feet tall, supported by a pillar on either side, and mounted on a pedestal. The whole thing carved with cupids and garlands of flowers and gilded all over. You must have seen that mirror, Father. You've been in my house.
Have I?
At least once.
I have been in many houses, seen many mirrors.
But you must remember this one.
I can't be sure.
You must remember me. You've heard my voice. You've heard it before.
I don't know.
Loud, raucous, raised in anger.
It's hard to tell.
Hurling awful words at you, Father, calling you names, blaspheming. You couldn't forget. I have not forgotten. Dear, merciful Lord, I have not forgotten. How could you forget?
Have you ever wondered what transpires within the confessionals? I have. There must be times when sorrow and guilt, all intermingled, pour out from the confessor on the neutral ears of the priest. And from far above and beyond, the Lord takes note of the tears, the suffering, the regret, and the muffled excuses. Takes note and understands. I shall be back with Act 2 in just a few moments. Against one wall of the nave of a great Gothic church in Paris stands an enclosed cubicle made of mahogany and richly carved. Within the cubicle are two men, one a priest, one a common citizen of Paris. Only a thin wall separates the two men, a thin wall and a foot-square grill through which they converse. The citizen has been telling a long story to his confessor, a story of passion and wild romance.
You have been in my house, Father.
Have I?
At least once. You must remember me. You've heard my voice before.
I think perhaps. But go on, my son. Finish your story.
As you will, Father. Simone and I lived in our house like two birds forever joined. I asked nothing more of life than to watch her every movement, hang upon her every word. To comb her pale blonde hair was an exquisite pleasure. To gaze on her pearl-colored body in the bath struck me mute with wonder. When she left the house, I left immediately after, because I could not endure its charms unless she was there to enhance them. But I waited until the very last minute. I so enjoyed those moments when she stood before the great mirror in the foyer, looking with pouting and pretended anxiety into the great glass. I would stand in back of her, charmed to watch both my darling and her reflection.
Do you like this dress? Tell me.
Oh, very much.
You don't think purple is the wrong color?
I think purple is exactly the right color.
I was torn. The seamstress wanted to make it up in citron yellow.
You look ravishing no matter what you wear. Pink, purple, yellow, green. Oh, you are perfection. From top to toe.
Don't muss my hair, darling. Look out. My bonnet. Let me go.
Now, first tell me where you're going in your purple and pink.
Oh, there's an art show. Ingres and David and all those. I'll look in on that. Hortense will probably meet me there. And we'll lunch at Prunier's and then shop. All right?
If you must go.
My love, I have to go out now and then. You'll be all right, won't you?
Well, I shall manage to live, exist somehow, till 7 o'clock. I was a man, blessed beyond human deserving. I scarcely noticed the passing of the days. One day, I followed her into the foyer and stood silent but amused while she primped and preened herself before the huge mirror. She had never seemed so desirable.
Well? Well?
Well, what?
Do I look all right?
You look like a little cherub.
A cherub? Really? I'm not sure I want to look like a cherub.
Can't be helped. That's the way you look.
Well, I suppose it's all right.
My darling, I think I heard thunder.
Oh, no. You couldn't have.
I don't want you to go out in the rain.
But it's not raining. See? Look out the window. The sun is shining.
But a storm might be coming up. You could get caught in it.
Sweetheart, I have a fitting. 2 fittings. I need the dresses. I need the shoes. I can't postpone either one.
You hear? That's thunder.
I can't help it. I have to go. I promised Hortense faithfully I'd meet her. Kiss me, darling. I have to be on my way.
I wish you wouldn't go out.
I'll be all right, so don't worry. You'll get wrinkles. Goodbye, my love.
I let her go. I could not hold her. I beat off the feeling of dread that engulfed me all afternoon. I paced the rooms of the house, listening to the thunder grow louder, watching the black clouds grow heavier. Then the storm burst. Late in the day, I came to rest in the foyer, staring stupidly at the great mirror that had a few hours earlier held her reflection, all blue and white like a summer sky. I wrenched my eyes from the mirror and opened the front door. A hansom cab just pulled up in front of the house. Simone! Simone!
Yes, darling?
Come inside! Come inside! I'll pay the driver. Come inside quickly. I insisted she go straight to bed. She protested that there was no need, that she had not been out in the rain for so very long, that she did not get so very wet.
You make such a fuss, darling. It's not necessary.
It is necessary, I insist. Now, when you've finished your hot bath, you'll drink some chamomile tea, perhaps a small amount of brandy.
Really, my love, such a fuss over nothing.
Simone, if anything should happen to you...
Nothing will happen.
It'll be the end of me. I couldn't go on living. Come in.
The tea you requested, monsieur?
Oh, thank you, Therese. Give it to me.
I brought a biscuit.
Oh, good, good. Thank you.
Thank you, Therese.
Not at all, mademoiselle.
Your hot tub is waiting. You can drink this in the bath. I shall break the biscuit into little pieces and feed it to you like a mother bird.
Oh, you are a dear.
Oh, you're coughing.
Stop. Come along, my dear, thoughtful mother bird.
The next day, she coughed, too. She coughed for about a week. Then she took to her bed. What happened then, Father, I do not altogether remember. But doctors came, wrote, and went away. Medicines were brought, and some women made her drink them. Her hands were hot. Her forehead was burning. Her eyes were bright and sad. When I spoke to her, she answered me, but I do not remember what we said. I have forgotten everything. Everything. She died. And I very well remember that last, slight, feeble sigh.
It is over, monsieur.
What happened then? I hardly know. But I do know that a priest came to my house. A priest who meant well, but...
I am here to offer you what comfort I can, monsieur.
There is no comfort. She was everything to me. I lived by the light of her eyes. I rose in the morning, slept at night with no thought but of her. She was my life, my heart.
She was your mistress? Did you hear me, monsieur? Why do you stare at me?
My mistress? You dare to call her my mistress?
I only wanted
You
to
insult her. You want to degrade her in my eyes.
My son.
You dare to call her my mistress. She was my soul.
I did not mean to...
You! What could you possibly know of a love like mine?
Please, I only...
You make me sick. You know nothing. You know nothing of life. So what can you possibly know of death?
Please, listen to me.
You feel nothing. Nothing. In your black robe, you descend like a vulture on this house, which was her home. The house she sanctified with her presence. Made holy. Yes, made holy because she condescended to live within its walls.
My son, my son.
You dare to put a name to my darling, my best beloved, my only love.
I wanted only to...
You dare to soil her name. You cheat. You sanctimonious cheat. Leave my house. I cannot endure your presence. Leave me to my memories and my grief. Go and leave me alone.
If you should need me...
I shall not need you.
If you need God...
I shall not need God. He has taken from me all that I ever needed or wanted, so why should I need or want him?
Oh, my son.
If you have any pity, go away and leave me alone. Now, you know who I am, Father.
Yes.
I treated you so badly. I'm heartily sorry, Father.
I did not understand, perhaps, what this girl meant to you. I should have had more feeling.
Well, I should have had more patience. But what I did to you that day, Father, that was not my only sin. It was only the beginning of many, many sins.
You want to tell me?
If you will listen to my miserable story.
Of course I will listen.
They consulted me about the funeral, but I do not remember anything that they said, although I recollect the coffin and the sound of the hammer when they nailed her down in it. Oh, God, I can't.
Try to compose yourself, my son. Try to tell me the rest of this sad story, if you can.
She was buried. She, in that hole. Some people came, female friends. I made my escape and ran away. I ran and then walked through the streets. I went home, and the next morning I left Paris and started on a journey.
Is that all?
All? Is that all? No, that is not all. No. What further sins followed in the wake of my departure, you would scarcely believe. But can you believe that wherever I went, her face followed me? There were times, lying on some strange bed in some strange city, I would smell her perfume. It would creep into the air like some celestial vapor, and I would be absorbed into it until I myself vanished and the scent took over. Do you understand?
The mystics have smelled the perfume of roses when there were no roses. Go on.
Sometimes it was her voice falling upon my ear, shutting out the street sounds, silencing the noise of cities or the singing of the birds in the country or the conversation of others. I heard only her sweet voice, her voice. No other voice but hers, no other face but hers, no other scent but hers, no one anywhere but her. Do you understand, Father?
I understand that you suffered, yes, a great deal.
Yes, I suffered. But it is what I did to ease my suffering. Not that it was ever eased, but what I did to try to shut out the sight of her, silence the sound of her, stifle the smell of her. The atrocities I committed, the obscenities I practiced, the cruelties, all these I must confess to you if I am ever to know peace again.
To what lengths will men not go to ease the agony of a tortured mind? What twisting and turning will he not subject his body to, or his mind, or both? There are drugs, he may try them. There is debauchery, he may resort to that. He may even become a criminal and drive himself to prison. Whatever he does, whatever path he follows, he is seeking one thing only: rest for his troubled mind, peace for his suffering soul. I shall continue with Act 3 in just a few moments. A man has sought out a particular priest to make confession. A particular man who is blurting out the story of his love for a young girl, a love to which he dedicated everything he had, his worldly goods, his thoughts, his life, himself. He lived by the light of her eyes. Then one day she died. After the funeral, he went home, packed a suitcase, and fled from Paris.
It is what I did to ease my suffering, Father. Not that it was ever eased. What I did to shut out the sight of her, silence the sound of her, stifle the smell of her. The atrocities I committed, the obscenities I practiced, the cruelties I inflicted. Oh, my sweet Savior.
You want to tell me now?
I must. It can't wait.
Then I'm listening.
I grew afraid to travel alone. I was afraid of what I might do next. So I wrote to my friend Henri, the same friend who had presented me to Simone. urging him to meet me in Casablanca. Good friend that he is, he agreed. We arranged to meet at a sidewalk cafe.
There you are.
Henri.
It is you, isn't it?
Of course it is. Sit down.
But you look terrible.
Nonsense. What do you want to drink?
It's not nonsense. What have you been doing to yourself?
I'm trying to forget her.
Oh, but this is no way to forget her, my friend.
What is the way?
I don't know, but...
That's just it. Nobody knows. I don't know either. What will you have to drink?
You're drinking absinthe, aren't you?
Is that what you want?
Oh, heavens, no. Pierre, you were never like this.
Well, I am now.
What have you been doing?
Oh, this and that. What do you want to drink?
Nothing.
I want another absinthe. Waiter? Where's the waiter?
My friend, please, don't do this.
With Henri, I covered the bazaars, the clubs, and the brothels of Casablanca. The days there are blurred in my memory. It's as though a man other than myself did the things I did. And even those things are vague, undefined. As though they happened in another time, another place, to another person. At any rate, there came a day when Henri burst into my hotel room. His face was white and pinched, but his eyes blazed.
Wake up. Wake up.
What?
Pack your bags. We're leaving.
Oh, what's the matter?
All right, I'll do it for you.
What for? What is the matter?
You're in trouble, my friend. Bad trouble. Where's your suitcase?
Oh, what trouble?
Don't you know?
I don't know. Trouble, you say?
You remember that girl last night?
What girl? Which girl?
Oh, good Lord, you don't even remember. The girl, the one you picked up at the nightclub.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you do remember that, don't you?
Well, I think
You took her back to her room. Do you remember? No, you don't remember. I could see you don't. Well, you did. I don't suppose you remember what you did after that, do you?
Henri, please.
The absinthe has rotted your brain, my friend. You don't know what you do, and once you've done it, you don't remember it.
Please.
All right, look at me. Look at me.
Henri, let go.
I said, look at me.
What did I do?
You have killed that girl. Perhaps you did kill her. I don't know. She's in the hospital now. Perhaps she'll recover. Perhaps she won't.
I did that? Why?
Oh, heaven knows.
Why would I do a thing like that?
At the moment, it doesn't matter why. What matters is that I'm going to take you home.
Oh, I have no home.
Back to Paris. You have a house there.
It's a house, not home.
Well, at least you'll have Therese to look after you, feed you properly, and you'll have your own doctor, your priest.
I can't tell them.
You have to tell them.
Yesterday, I returned to Paris. And when I saw my room again, our room, our bed, our furniture, everything that remains of the life of a human being after death, I was seized by such a violent attack of fresh grief that I felt like opening the window and throwing myself out into the street. I could not remain any longer among these things, between these walls which had enclosed and sheltered her, which retained 1,000 atoms of her skin, and of her breath in their imperceptible crevices. I took up my hat to make my escape, and just as I reached the door, I passed the large glass in the foyer, which she had put there so that she might look at herself every day from head to foot. I stopped short in front of that looking glass in which she had been so often reflected, so often that it must have retained her reflection. I was standing there, trembling, with my eyes fixed on the glass, on that flat, profound, empty glass which had contained her entirely and had possessed her as much as I. I felt as if I loved that glass. I touched it. It was cold. I stretched my arms around it, tried to hold it close to me, to warm it with my body, to make it live again. It was tall. It was heavy. I strained to hold it close, closer. And then...
Monsieur, what was that? Oh, no. Oh, the mirror. Oh, what happened? Monsieur, are you all right?
Here, let me help you. You're bleeding.
No. I'm all right.
Let me help you. You're trying to move the mirror? Why didn't you call me? I'd have helped you. Oh, your poor face, all cut and bleeding. I'll fetch a doctor.
No, I don't need one. I don't want...
Monsieur,
There is only one thing I need or want. If I can't have that, I want nothing.
Monsieur, where are you going?
I went out without knowing it, without wishing it, and toward the cemetery. I found her simple grave, a white marble cross with these few words. She loved, was loved, and died. She is there, below, I thought, decayed. I sobbed with my forehead on the ground, and I stayed there for a long time. And then I saw that it was getting dark, and a strange, mad wish, the wish of a despairing lover, seized me. I wished to pass the night weeping on her grave. But then I thought I would be seen and driven out. How was I to manage? Oh, I was cunning, and I got up and began to roam about in that city of the dead. I walked and walked. How small this city is compared with the other, the city in which we live, and yet how much more numerous the dead are than the living.
Are you all right, my son?
Yes, I'm all right. I must finish my story. I was alone, perfectly alone. When it was quite dark, I began to walk softly, slowly, inaudibly, through that ground full of dead people. I wandered about for a long time, but I could not find her grave again. I went on with extended arms, knocking against the tombs, my hands, my feet, my knees, my chest, even with my head, without being able to find her. I groped like a blind man. I felt the stones, the crosses, the iron railings. I read the names with my fingers by passing them over the letters. Oh, I was frightened, horribly frightened. Graves. Graves, nothing but graves. On my right, on my left, in front of me, around me, everywhere, there were graves. I sat down on one of them. I could not walk any longer. My knees were so weak. I could hear my heart beat. Yes. And I heard something else as well. What? A confused, nameless noise. Was the noise in my head? In the impenetrable night? Or beneath the mysterious earth? The earth sown with human corpses? I was paralyzed with terror, cold with fright, ready to shout out, ready to die. Yes, to die, on the moment to die.
Oh, my son.
Let me finish, Father. Suddenly it seemed to me that the slab of marble on which I sat was moving. Yes, moving, as if it were being raised. With a bound, I sprang onto the neighboring tomb, and I saw, yes, I distinctly saw the stone which I had just quitted rise upright. And then the dead person appeared. A naked skeleton pushing the stone back. I saw it quite clearly, though the night was so dark. On the headstone, I had read, "Here lies Jacques Oliphant, who died at the age of 51. He loved his family, was kind and honorable, and died in the grace of the Lord." The dead man, or his ghost, picked up a stone off the path, a little pointed stone, and he began to scrape the letters carefully. He slowly effaced them, and with the hollows of his eyes, he looked at the place where they had been engraved. And then, with the tip of the bone that had been his forefinger, he wrote in luminous letters. I strained to see the new words he was inscribing.
"Here lies Jacques Oliphant, who died at the age of 51. He hastened his father's death by his unkindness, as he wished to inherit his fortune. He tortured his wife, tormented his children, deceived deceived his neighbors, robbed everyone he could, and died wretched.
The dead man stood motionless, looking at his work. On turning around, I saw that all the graves were open, that all the dead bodies had emerged from them, and that all had effaced the lines inscribed on the gravestones by their relations, substituting the truth instead. The grave to my right, whose headstone had read, Marie Moussier, devoted wife and mother, faithful friend, charitable neighbor, dead at the age of 84. The skeleton of an old woman was bent over it, and carefully writing with her bony finger the new words, spoke solemnly in a strange, quavering voice.
Marie Moussier, gossip, scandalmonger, hated her husband throughout her married life, begrudged him their children, and died mean of spirit, at war with herself and the world, at the age of 84.
Behind me, another grave opened and a ghostly figure emerged. His stone read, Alphonse Perrault, merchant and philanthropist, lies here, mourned by all who loved him for his many beneficent works.
Alphonse Perrault, merchant and unwilling philanthropist, lies here, mourned by none who knew his real reason for everything he did. To create an image of himself as one who loved his fellow man, the better to steal from him behind his back.
I saw that all had been the tormentors of their neighbors, malicious, dishonest hypocrites, liars, rogues, that they had stolen, deceived, performed every disgraceful, every abominable action. These good fathers, these faithful wives, these devoted sons, these chaste daughters, these honest tradesmen, these men and women who were called irreproachable. They were all writing on the threshold of their eternal abode the truth, the terrible and the holy truth of which everybody was ignorant or pretended to be ignorant while they were alive. My son. I'm almost finished, Father. I thought that she too, must have written something on her tombstone. Now, running without fear among the half-open coffins, among the corpses and the skeletons, I went toward her, sure that I should find her immediately. I recognized her at once without seeing her face, which was covered by the winding sheet. On the marble cross, where shortly before I had read, she loved, was loved, and died, were new words she now spoke aloud.
Having gone out in the rain one day, in order to deceive her lover, she caught cold and died.
It appears that they found me at daybreak, lying on the grave, unconscious.
Oh, my son, but you must realize, poor man, that this was all a delusion. The delusion of a fevered brain, a waking dream.
Oh, no, it was all quite true.
That she betrayed you?
And not for the first time, Father. I have always known it. I have known it. All along.
There are truths which are impossible to face. There are realities which can destroy us if we try to come to grips with them before we are ready. Once grasped, they become simpler, more treatable, even after a while commonplace. How long it takes to accept the unacceptable, that depends on the sufferer and the intensity of the suffering he bears. I shall return shortly. We trust that Monsieur de Maupassant, from wherever he dwells beyond the grave, will not think we have done violence to his brief and fragile tale. In trying to transpose it into dramatic form, we have used some of his own words, as many as possible, and more of our own. If we have been unkind to his original work, we ask his pardon and offer as an excuse our sincere desire to prevent his beautiful story from slipping away from us in the mists of time. Our cast included Norman Rose, Jada Rowland, Ralph Bell, Evie Juster, and Guy Sorrell. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
I have to say, my dear... Oh, what's that? Oh, no. That's completely normal. Just relax and it'll go away. I have to say that when it comes to needing a distraction or a new focus, something that isn't quite so stressful, I often find turning to simple human joys like the water can make all the difference. After all, people do vacation on the beach, don't they? So I say we take a moment now and we make our way to a watery grave.
Autolite and its 96,000 dealers bring you Mr. Joseph Cotton in tonight's presentation of Suspense.
Tonight, Autolite presents the story of a man who craved power, position, and money, and destroyed himself accomplishing it. A tale we call A Watery Grave, starring Mr. Joseph Cotton.
Oh, Mr. Wilcox.
Why, it's Oscar Otto. You're looking way below par.
I feel that way, too.
Well, let Dr. Wilcox have a look. Well, Oscar, I'd say you're suffering from a case of worn-out spark plugs. Let's visit the nearest Autolite spark plug dealer. He and his exclusive Autolite plug check indicator will quickly show if I'm right.
And suppose you are.
Well, if that exclusive Autolite plug check indicator shows that your spark plugs are worn out or wrong for your style of driving, the Autolite spark plug dealer will install a bright, brisk set of ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs to give you smoother performance, quick starts, and gas savings.
Okay, let's go. But how do I find the location of the nearest Autolite spark plug dealer?
Why, that's easy. We'll call Western Union by number and ask for operator 25. She'll gladly tell us his location. Let's go, Oscar, because from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, with A Watery Grave and the performance of Mr. Joseph Cotton, Autolite hopes once again to keep you in suspense.
How did it happen when everything was so good? How did it get destroyed in 5 short hours? How did I start to die? In our city, a district attorney is an important man. Our city is an important city in the nation. Therefore, I am important as its district attorney. The logic of law, the deductive reasoning that leads to everything. It was only reasonable that such powerful interests should have come to me. I had a case against McNeely which could have destroyed him. What is it, Mr. McNeely?
I'm not in the habit of making these calls myself, Mr. Callan.
That's obvious, but then you're not in this position very often either.
It's a daring thing you've done.
Only a question of getting a sufficiently strong case against you.
I've broken other district attorneys for attempting it.
Well, they never had the evidence I do. I don't think you'd want to try breaking me. I can send you to prison for life.
You're right. And yet, where I can't destroy you, I can prevent you from advancing, getting to a greater position, a more prominent position in political life.
What does that mean?
It means that it's no longer a question of can you be bought, but how much you want.
I've waited a long time for this moment to be able to bargain with you.
I respect your strength and perception. It's worth a great deal to me, Mr. Callan.
There's the matter of my chief witness. If I don't prosecute you, he'll go to the state district attorney, perhaps to the federal government.
That is part of what you will give me in exchange for the wealth you're going to receive. Who is your chief witness?
I can guarantee you he'll not testify.
I would rather give myself my own guarantee on that matter.
You mean his death, wouldn't it?
Mr. Callan, all of us, any of us, even the most noble of persons, must look the other way sometimes.
It's easy for you to say that. It's easy for you to do.
To look the other way becomes the easiest thing in the world after a while. All you have to know is why you're doing it and what you have to gain.
How does one look the other way? How does one achieve the facility for turning around at precisely the right moment?
A trip to Europe.
My wife has always wanted to go to Europe. She likes things like that.
His name?
Trip to Europe is something Betty's dreamed of. Spoken of it often.
His name?
Bartell.
Ah, yes. Oh, yes. My good, trusted friend, Bartell. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mr. Callan.
Who was Bartell? A man from the streets who had muscled his way into life. Who was Bartell? Circumstance had made him a witness to McNeely's worst plans. Destiny had placed him in a position of value to the district attorney's office. This valueless man, Bartell. Happenstance and coincidence had made him the keeper of dark secrets and illegal events which could have smashed an empire. An empire I was now partner to merely because I told them a name and looked the other way. The first night out, I waited on deck after dinner, waited for Betty to come out, and we would go to the main saloon. Oh, it felt good to know your way in the world, to know when to look the other way. Sometimes you only have to do it once if you plan right. And Betty could have everything, a bigger house, another servant in the house, up, moving up, so secure, I didn't even hear his footsteps approaching. So positive all was going well, I didn't even think of caution. So certain of success, everything for Betty. I was so pleased.
You're the only man I ever trusted.
Bartell.
The only man, and a DA besides.
And you can still trust me.
Even after you said my name?
I'm getting rid of McNeely for you.
Are you?
You turned state's evidence. If you didn't believe I could get rid of McNeely, you wouldn't have dared turn state's evidence.
I believed you. I trusted you.
Let's stop the game.
Why did I ever think I could trust you? Now tell me, you're a smart man. You went to college.
Because it was to your advantage. Because if the law could get rid of McNeely for you, that was better.
And safer.
So don't have any illusions about trusting me. You never did. You needed me. That's different.
And you needed me. We needed each other. We still do. Nothing's different.
You're under bond, Bartell. You're leaving the country without permission.
McNeely gave me permission. He had me shot at, and I was wounded. See my shoulder? Fat on this side, fat from bandages.
You don't have a passport.
I don't need that either. I have money.
How'd you get aboard?
Oh, it's simple. Easy to stay hidden for a day. The second and third day, that's something else.
I can fix it so you won't be let off, so you'll be sent right back.
Mr. Callan, I can put you in prison if I'm sent back.
My word would prevail against yours in any court of law.
Maybe against my word alone, but not McNeely's hired gun, so both our words against yours.
You have him?
Some of my men do, yeah. He's safe at home.
Oh, I could discredit your testimony.
Then why argue?
I have nothing to do with you.
You got no choice, Mr. Callan.
I'm warning you, Bartell.
Well, what do you do? Kill me? You're not the kind who thinks like that. You kill by law, the legal way.
And I'll find a way by law.
Once I'm in Europe, they have different laws.
All right. I'm a realist, Bartell.
So?
I only take calculated risks. What's your price?
I have more money than you do, Callan. You couldn't buy me.
Then what do you want?
But you have more prestige than I do. You're liked. You know your way around the talkers. Well, talk me off this ship.
You're impossible.
Find a way.
You'll be discovered before we dock.
Not if you put me up in your cabin.
Bartell, wherever I'm involved, I'll listen and meet a man halfway. But me alone, not my wife. If you involve my wife, I won't do a thing for you. Not if my wife's involved in any way. Not a thing.
I'm in a squeeze, Callan. I'm finished unless you help me get into Europe. But you'll be finished with me. I got enough power for that.
I'll find a way.
All right, I'll go with you.
No. Meet me here in 1 hour. I walked away calm. I made a point of walking away confident, but my stomach felt sick. Maybe I'd thought of trying to kill him then and didn't know it. I'd been raised to respect human life. I'd been educated to be decent, to forgive. But Bartell wasn't human. He was a beast. And is there anything in the ethic which says we cannot protect our lives when attacked? Bartell was destroying me, pulling me carefully built world down about me. A world Betty must know nothing about. A world I had built to protect Betty. From law school to ward politics to assistant district attorney. It's a long way up. The hardest minds to fight. The most realistic men to please. Only the toughest stay with it. Only the toughest and shrewdest get to my position because my position leads to the highest offices if you're smart, if you look the other way. Maybe I knew I wanted to kill him then. The sea was calm. The ship wasn't pitching. Yet my stomach was sick. Half an hour was gone and still no plan. Where to go, who to turn to, what to ask. Nothing, anywhere. My mind posed questions for which there were no answers. Would I lose all I owned in the world? Problems for which there were no solutions. If I lost everything, would Betty go too? Were the two things inseparable? My success and Betty?
I'll be ready in a minute. Robert, is that you? Who is it? Oh, Robert, you didn't answer.
There. Drink helps.
Helps what?
You go to the dining saloon yourself. I'll be along soon.
You mind if I ask what's wrong?
I can handle it.
Yes, of course. I'll be in the dining saloon.
Wait a minute. Come back.
All right. What is it?
You were going to leave, weren't you?
I don't understand.
You'd have left me. You saw I was troubled, very troubled, and I wanted to talk to you, but you made me ask you.
Oh, please, don't get angry, Robert. Please don't
You
argue.
always make me ask you for your attention, always, ever since we've been married.
Not always, Robert. Not ever since we were married.
Most of the time. You changed. You got quiet. You never wanted to talk about things I was doing.
You never accepted my suggestions.
You didn't understand the legal profession, the workings of law.
That's why I stopped giving suggestions.
It wasn't suggestions I wanted. It was encouragement to have you believe in me. But you never did. The more I gave you, the more I tried to give you, the less you seemed to care.
Oh, please,
You think
stop.
all these things come out of the sky? Do you think they were given to me? I had to fight for them. To fight to get things for you.
I never asked for them.
Oh, but you took them. You never refused them. You never said, no, I don't want a lot of clothes. No, I don't want a fur coat. You never said no.
Stop shouting. Stop. Shout.
Everything. For you. But you give nothing in return. No love or affection or like, not even liking.
Stop.
Why didn't you ask for a divorce? I'll give you a divorce. Easy. Simple. Is that what you want?
Oh, I can't stand any more.
Dear.
Oh,
You're not going to leave now.
my arm.
You know why you want to divorce me? You know why you won't? Because of these comforts. That's all you want. You'd lose them. You'd lose them overnight.
Why do you do this to me?
I've paid for everything in my life, for everything. Everything you have. Only now it's time for you to pay, too. To kill a man is the easiest thing in the world to do. To kill a man who would take your wife from you. I know the logic. I know it's wrong. Bartell wasn't taking my wife from me, but he was taking position and wealth, and those things kept my wife to me, I thought. I knew. Bartell had to be destroyed, and she would have to be partner to it. That way, she'd never leave. That way, I'd achieve everything. That's why I told her the story as if I'd memorized it, as if it was the only thing I'd ever thought about, as if Bartell's death was the last obstacle in our life.
No, Robert. Please, don't, Robert.
You'll distract him up there on the deck, at the dark place on the deck.
Don't ask me. Don't make me part of this.
Together, we plan it. Together, we need him. Together. Come on, Betty, the hour's up. Bartell's hour is up.
Autolite is bringing you Mr. Joseph Cotton in A Watery Grave, tonight's production in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Wow, I feel great now.
Now, thanks to your Autolite spark plug dealer and his exclusive plug check indicator, Oscar.
And those new ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs. They're right at home in my ignition system.
That's because Autolite spark plugs are designed by the same Autolite engineers who design the coil, distributor, and all the other important parts of complete ignition systems used as original equipment on many leading makes of our finest cars, trucks, and tractors.
What type Autolite spark plugs did I get, Mr. Wilcox?
The new Autolite resistor type, Oscar. They give double life, greater gas savings, and quicker starts as compared to spark plugs without a built-in resistor. And the Autolite resistor spark plug is only one of a complete line of ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs designed for every use. So, friends, take a tip from me and see your Autolite spark plug dealer. Have him check your spark plugs. And remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Joseph Cotton in Elliot Lewis's production of A Watery Grave, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
How did I start to die? Then, at that moment, as we walked along the deck, did I start to die then because I knew I would kill Bartell? Does one die a little if one plans to kill a human being and die more when one does it? And to compound it, Your Honor... Funny to think, Your Honor. Funny to think that way now. To compound it by knowing your wife hates you more than anything in the world because she's terrified, infuriated by her hate, but pleased with her terror. How can she hate me so? In so short a time, I gave her everything. I tried to be something important for her, and rich for her, and killed for her. As we walked along the deck, I had no real idea how I would kill Bartell, no exact idea, but it had to be done. I held Betty's arm tightly as we approached the dark part of the deck near the railing, the place where Bartell was. Not actually a railing, an entrance for a ramp with only a chain across it. Bartell, this is my wife.
What did you decide?
I've been talking to her. I've been explaining to her.
What did you decide?
Don't talk to me like that, Bartell. Don't ever talk to me like that.
Do you put me in your stateroom?
Yes, of course.
And guarantee to get me off the ship?
I couldn't guarantee. Guarantees and things like this are impossible. There are officials to get at, ship's officers, finding the right people.
Oh, you're good at putting in a fix, Mr. Callan. You've been putting in fixes all the way from the slums up to the penthouses. Ship shouldn't stop you.
Don't say things like that.
Why not? Everybody knows how McNeely pays off, and you're one of McNeely's boys. Now, anytime he wants to put his fingers in a dirty deal, he'll use your hands to do it.
Don't talk like that in front of my wife.
She'll get used to it. McNeely doesn't care who knows about his dirty-handed men.
Shut up. I lunged at him. He didn't even reach for his gun he was carrying. He didn't think I was capable of doing it. His back was against the chain, his good arm flailing wildly. Over the chain, over and into the water. I didn't see in the darkness. I didn't know until I heard the scream.
Let go! Let go!
Only it was too late for Bartell to let go. He had a grip on my wife's arm. Before I could move, before I could do anything, it was insane. She was pulled over the side, too. Over into the water. I had to save her. There was little I could do to save her would be to save Bartell, but I didn't hesitate. I know that. I'm sure of it. I grabbed the nearest life preserver and hurled it over the side. I could barely see them struggling in the water with the ship's propellers coming nearer. And then I knew I would have to jump. I would go over. I could still finish Bartell and save Betty. Still, I could have everything, and it would be called an accident. I went over the side. Lie flat. Don't try to swim. The wash from the propellers.
Help! Robert, help!
Don't fight. Float on the backwash. Float. Suddenly it was quiet. Suddenly the terror was gone, and I could see Betty staying afloat near the life preserver, and beyond that, Bartell struggling with one good arm, struggling to get to the life preserver first. I forgot about Betty. I forgot everything except that I had to get him before he took the life preserver. You'll never get it.
Keep back! A gun! I have a gun!
Nothing now.
Robert! Robert, don't!
Keep away from me!
Now.
Keep away!
Now, Bartell. Now try to talk.
Hands, sorry!
Now, tell your story underwater.
No!
Tell it.
Oh, no!
From the sea. Tell your story. Tell it from the sea.
You murdered him.
It was Bartell or us. Take the preserver and hold on to it. Don't you understand? It was Bartell or us.
I never knew you.
Oh, the ship will turn around and pick us up soon. You must understand.
I never really knew you. It takes something to kill a man.
Bartell was the killer. A ruthless man. I know. I was the one who forced him to turn state's evidence.
Something horrible in you. Maybe that's why we've been growing apart. Maybe I saw it but didn't recognize it. I'd never seen it before.
You see it every day in the eyes of the people.
That's a lie.
Look at the murders. Look at war. Can't make people kill each other if they don't want to.
Could you? How could you? I'll never forget the look on his face when he knew he was going to be drowned. But you were going to do it. The terror.
Oh, crying. Crying for him. Crying for a hoodlum, a killer. Crying for a gangster.
Yes. Tears for him.
Oh, I don't deserve it. Why should he be cried over? Why him? You never wept for me.
I weep for you, too.
I don't need pity. I don't need your pity.
I'm not giving you pity. Trying to find a way to forgive you.
Here. Hold on to the life preserver.
Don't.
You'll drown if you let go.
Get away from me.
Oh, you clawed me.
Don't come near me. You only want the life preserver.
All right, you want to believe it. It's true. And I'll get it.
I'll claw you. I'll claw your eyes.
You'll never have a chance.
The water carried me faster. You'll never catch up to me.
I'll catch up. Oh, Betty. Don't be a fool. Come back. Betty. Oh, come back. The ship will turn around. The ship will save us.
Die, Robert. Die like you'd let anyone die for you. Die for yourself.
I don't need a life preserver. I can hold out until the ship turns around.
They're still going for the horizon.
Ship. They'll turn around. I'm the biggest suite on the ship. They'll miss us and turn around in a few minutes.
What makes you think you're so important? What makes you think you'd be missed?
I am important.
What makes you want to be so big? So much?
Oh. It was for you. What I've struggled so hard to get. Oh. For you.
For yourself. Getting rich to please yourself, but you never enjoyed it either.
You would have left me if I'd stopped. Stopped making so much.
I only wanted love. Only wanted a family. Your love, your children. Only yours.
Oh. You mean that. You do mean that.
Too late. Too late.
Oh, we can. Oh, in time, we can forget.
How? How can I forget? How can you?
Oh, you're right. It was for me, and it wasn't for the money, for the wealth. It was for power. Not even that. Oh, darling, my darling Betty. Oh, my wonderful Betty.
Robert, the ship is turning. Hold on, Robert.
I can't.
And I'll come to you. The life preserver, it can support both of them.
When did I start to die, Betty? I'm dying now. When did I start to die?
Don't talk like that. Hold up, Robert. Hold up.
When I knew I would kill Bartell. Oh. It was sooner. When I said I will look the other way. Yes, Mr. McNeely. You can kill Bartell. I will look the other way.
Hold up, John.
Yes, Mr. McNeely. Only I started to die long before, years before. Maybe I've been killing myself all my life. A slow way. A subtle way.
Darling, please hold on a minute longer. Only a minute.
I can't. My darling, I love you.
Robert.
Suspense. Presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Mr. Joseph Cotton.
This is Harlow Wilcox speaking for Autolite, world's largest independent manufacturer of automotive electrical equipment. Autolite is proud to serve the greatest names in the industry. And during these early months of 52, the Autolite family joins in saluting the leading manufacturers who install Autolite products as original equipment. Our Autolite family is made up of the nearly 30,000 men and women in 28 great Autolite plants from coast to coast and in still other Autolite plants in many foreign countries. It also includes more than 18,000 people who have invested a portion of their savings in Autolite, as well as 96,000 Autolite distributors and dealers in the United States and thousands more in Canada and throughout the world. Our Autolite family will salute the leading truck manufacturers who use Autolite products on the next Autolite Suspense television program. If you live in a television area, check the day and time of Suspense on television so that you'll be sure to see this program. And remember, be with us next week for another thrilling Autolite Suspense program on radio.
The fire really hits differently after you imagine being underneath hundreds of gallons of cold, murky water. But enough about my weekend plans. Oh, what's that? Oh, no, not at all. Not at all, you're fine. We're all fine. But now I feel like we've gone so far away from our troubles and into something else. I feel like now is a perfect time to take one step further and go beyond the grave.
Good evening, friends. This is your host to welcome you again through the creaking door into the inner sanctum. Come in. I'm enjoying some winter sports with a couple of cold-blooded skates. Personally, I don't mind the low temperature anymore. That's because I wear a snowfall storm coat. Keeps the cold spirits out. Yes, now I'm just a werewolf in a sheepskin-lined shroud. Oh, him? Now, that's our photographer, Artie. Yes, he just passed out while taking a picture from overexposure. Ready now for our excursion beyond the grave. Let me warn you, we're a bit crowded. You may not be able to get a round-trip ticket. We can accommodate you on the way out, but coming back, you'll have to double up with a corpse. The fog rolls in from the sea and begins to blanket the long, narrow island, which is joined to the Florida mainland by a bridge. In the lone house on the island, two men stand at the window, watching the mist develop into a thick gauze, obscuring the lights on the mainland.
Vincent, the fog is getting worse. Look out there. It's covering everything like a disgusting, evil monster.
It'll lift by morning.
Morning. I may not be here by morning.
What the devil do you mean by that?
I mean, I may not be alive.
What are you
Unless you help me. I asked you out here tonight because I was afraid to be alone.
But you said before that your sister-in-law, Carol, and her husband, what's his name, Everett, would be here.
Yes, Vincent, but you're my friend. You're my closest friend. For the past week, I had a feeling that death was coming here to the island. And then when the fog began to roll in from the sea, I knew it would be tonight.
Arthur, you're not making sense. You've got nothing to worry about. Except for being a little nervous, you're perfectly healthy.
You don't understand, Vincent. Valerie's come back.
Valerie?
Yes, she's here on the island.
For heaven's sake, Arthur, get hold of yourself.
She's here, out there, someplace in that fog.
That's impossible, and you know it. It's been 6 months since your wife Valerie drowned.
They never found her body. It was never washed up on shore.
A drowned body isn't always found.
She never went out on that boat.
Of course she did. It was all settled at the coroner's inquest.
No, there were some things that were never settled.
What do you mean by that?
You know Valerie. You know how strange and moody she was.
Well, a great many people are moody.
No. Not like Valerie was. She would prowl this island at night with that cat of hers always following. Everywhere she went, that cat would be with her. And on foggy nights, they'd be gone for hours.
Well, that still doesn't prove that Valerie wasn't on that boat.
Of course it does. Don't you understand? Cats hate water. I begged her many times to go out fishing with me. She'd never step foot in a boat.
Look, this is all just your imagination working overtime.
Oh, innocent. She's come back to kill me. She hated me. From the day we were married, she hated me. On her wedding night, she flew into a rage. She scratched me. Her hand was like a claw, like a cat's claw. And now she's come back to kill me.
You better stop talking that kind of...
disappeared the night Valerie did.
Well, of course it did. It drowned with her.
No. The cat's come back to the island. I heard it at night.
What you heard was probably a stray cat that wandered onto the island across the bridge.
What?
Now...
I'll get it. Hello.
Arthur Cameron.
Yes, who's this?
Listen. You have 6 hours to live, Arthur. Just 6 more hours.
It was Valerie. She spoke to me.
What are you talking about?
And the cat was with her. She said I had 6 hours to live.
6 hours? Here, let me have that phone.
It's no use. She's hung up.
Oh, maybe we can trace the call. Hello? Hello, operator. Operator.
You're going to kill me. You've got to help.
Now, just take it easy, Arthur. I'll get the policeman. Hello, operator. Operator.
What's wrong? Why doesn't she answer?
I think I know why. I'm afraid the wires have been cut. Come on. I'm driving you to the mainland.
Can't you drive faster?
With the fog as thick as it is, Arthur, I'm going faster than I should.
But you've got to get me off the island.
The bridge is just ahead. We'll be on the mainland in a few minutes. Say, I just remembered something.
What?
You said that Valerie's sister Carol and her husband Everett would be out here to visit you tonight.
Yes, but we can't wait for them.
What time did they say they'd be here?
8:30.
Well, it's past that now. They should drive along this road any moment. Maybe we'll meet them and then we'll...
Why did you stop? We can't stay here.
The bridge. If I hadn't stopped quickly enough, we'd both have been killed. This end of the bridge has been washed out.
Vincent, please, let's go back into the house. She's somewhere near us in the fog here. I can feel her.
I'm not going in until I find out where that phone wire was cut. I'm going to splice it together again. It's our only chance of reaching the police.
It's 9 o'clock. An hour has gone by already. And if I'm not out of here by 2 o'clock...
What is it?
Look, you can see it through the fog. There's a strange yellow light down the road.
Why, it's the headlight of a car coming this way.
A car?
Yeah, quick. Behind the house here and stay out of sight. It's turning into the driveway.
How could a car have come onto the island with that bridge washed out?
Be quiet. Somebody's getting out.
They're coming this way. What? It's Carol and Everett. Carol! Everett!
Arthur! What in the deuce are you doing out here in back of the house? You scared me.
Everett, I'm so glad you're here.
What's the matter, Arthur? You acted
I'll tell you in a minute, but how did you get here?
Say, what's gotten into you?
How did you get on the island?
We drove over the bridge and up the shore road. How else can you get here?
But how could you drive over the bridge? It's been washed out.
Washed out?
I saw it with my own eyes, and Vincent saw it too, didn't you, Vincent?
I certainly did.
Oh, Vincent, I didn't know you were here.
Yes, Everett, and I'm glad I am.
Well, you two must be mistaken. Carol and I drove over that bridge less than 3 minutes ago.
3 minutes, huh?
Why do you say it that way?
Are you sure you haven't been on the island longer than that?
What does he mean?
Hanged if I know.
Some very strange things have been happening. Arthur's life has been threatened.
What?
It's true, by your sister Valerie.
Don't you two know that April Fool's Day is months away?
Joke all you want, Everett, but it's true. Even the telephone wire has been cut. Vincent, the telephone.
Yeah. So the telephone wire's been cut, huh?
You better answer it, Arthur.
I'm almost afraid.
Come on, I'll go in with you. Hurry up.
All right. Hello?
Hello, Arthur.
Valerie?
We're here, Arthur. Listen. It's 9 o'clock, Arthur. You have 5 more hours to live.
This waiting, I can't stand it. Why don't the police come?
Now, take it easy, Arthur. They'll be here. We only phoned them a few minutes ago.
But something might happen before they get here. We can't just sit around waiting for them to arrive.
Of course, it would be difficult to find anybody out there in that fog. But we could look around until the police got here.
No, I'm not going out there. She's waiting for me.
Arthur, please try to understand. It couldn't be Valerie.
You don't know any of you. I can feel it. She's coming closer and closer every minute.
Arthur, you've got nothing to worry about. I've got this gun. And believe me, I won't hesitate to use it.
Vincent, I didn't know you were in the habit of carrying a gun.
I gave it to him, Everett, before you arrived.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me with a gun?
I really don't trust anyone with a gun. Carol, what is it?
There was something outside the window. A sort of face.
Carol, please, now don't you get started on this crazy nonsense.
No.
It's just a swirling fog.
No, I saw it. But now it's gone. I could make out the eyes. They were shining like the eyes of it. Look out!
She's here! She's coming for me!
Let's go, Everett. That came from the back of the house.
No, don't leave me here.
Carol, you go with Vincent. I'll stay with Arthur.
All right. Vincent! Vincent, wait!
Arthur, I stayed with you because I want to talk about Vincent. I think it was foolish of you to give him that gun.
Vincent's my friend. I trust him.
You shouldn't.
Why do you say that?
Don't you remember how he acted at the coroner's inquest? He testified against you time and again, very subtly, to make them think you were responsible for Valerie's death.
You were wrong. Vincent would have no reason to do
No? He and Valerie were quite close before you came along, Arthur. Even after you came along.
That isn't true.
He even saw her the night she disappeared.
You don't know what you're saying.
At the inquest, he swore he wasn't on the island that night. But he was. And I can prove it. Here. Look at this.
A cigarette lighter.
Yes, with Vincent's initials on it. You can still see them through the rust.
Where did you get that lighter?
Carol and I found it in the water near the boathouse. I remember the day after Valerie disappeared, Vincent made a remark about losing his life. Now, do you still think he's such a friend?
If what you say is true, You and Carol and I have got to stay together until the police get here.
You're sure they're on the way?
Yes, they told me on the phone it would take them less than 15 minutes to get here.
Well, it may not be safe for you to wait for them here. We'll go down to the bridge to meet them.
No, I'm not going out in that fog. She's there waiting for me.
Look, Arthur, you've got more to fear from Vincent than anyone. But don't come on before he returns.
All right. We'd better go out through the French windows.
Good idea. We'll stay close to the house until we get to the garage.
The fog is so thick, I can't see you.
I'm just on the edge of the gravel path.
Wait, what's wrong?
Arthur, stay where you are.
Where are you?
Something's out here near us.
Don't move.
Just brushed against me. Arthur! Run! Run!
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Don't go away, kitty. We need you for a couple of more murders. Everett's dead, you know. That's what he gets for letting a black cat cross his throat. Say, how do you like that Valerie? She's some wife, huh? Nagging her husband right to the grave. The same one she's in. Well, Valerie saw about that last phone call she made. The operator said to her, 5 cents for the next 5 murders, please. Now let's get back to our frightened friends on that Florida island.
She meant to kill me, Carol. She mistook Everett for me.
Arthur, please. How is he, Vincent?
He's dead.
Oh, no. Everett.
It's as if his throat was torn open by a wild animal.
I told you she was more animal than human. She and that cat, they were in here.
Carol, you'd better not touch the body.
Oh, leave me alone. You've done enough already.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means, Vincent. And when the police come, I'm going to tell them how you ran away from me out there in the fog.
I didn't run away from you. I thought you were behind me when I came back to the house.
You're lying.
Just a moment, Carol.
Right. What is it?
The cigarette lighter that Everett had in his hand is missing.
What cigarette lighter?
You know the one I mean. The one that was found in the water near the boathouse.
I haven't the faintest idea of what you're talking about.
I have. Arthur, you'd better search him.
Now, look here.
If you're as innocent as you claim to be, Vincent, you shouldn't mind.
All right, then go ahead and search.
I will after I make this call.
Whom you calling?
The police. Can't understand why they haven't gotten here yet. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Hello.
Hello, operator. Will you please connect me with police headquarters and hurry?
Do you think you've been calling the police department all this time, Arthur?
Oh,
yes. Valerie. We're still here. It's 10 o'clock, Arthur. You have just 4 more hours.
Arthur, where's Vincent?
I just left him. Carol, did you know about him and Valerie?
Well, yes, Arthur.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I wanted to. But after all, she was my sister.
We'll have to get away from him.
Yes. Well, suppose we tell him that we're going for the police. He can't have any objection to that.
But suppose he wants to come with us in the car.
Well, somebody has to stay here with Everett's body.
Well, do you think it's safe to leave him here? If he killed Everett, he'll have a chance to destroy any evidence.
We can't help that. It's safer to leave him here than to take him with us. He still has that gun of yours.
That's right, I have.
Vincent.
Forgive me for disturbing you, too.
I thought you were supposed to be outside.
I was outside for a while. But I saw somebody moving around in the other room, so I came back. When I got to the other room, I found Everett's body missing.
What? Gone? Everett's body is gone?
Vincent, you were in that room before alone.
So was Carol after I left. Weren't you, Carol?
Oh, I don't remember. I may have been.
You were there alone, Carol. I remember.
Arthur, you walked with me to the front door. When I left the house, the body was still there. After that, I don't know what happened. But perhaps Carol does.
What are you driving at?
What do you think I'm driving
You
at?
mean that I did something with Everett's body?
Draw your own conclusions. I've drawn mine.
How dare you imply such things? I won't listen to another word of such talk. Not another word.
Well, Arthur, what do you think?
I don't know what to think. I'm going out of my mind. I don't know where to turn, who to trust.
You can trust me.
I wish I was sure that I could.
Oh, of course you can. Now, come here, Arthur. Don't you see? The one who hopes to kill you is trying to break you down first. Now, for your own sake, you mustn't give in. I don't know who's behind all this, but I do know this. It's all part of a plan to destroy you little by little. Don't you see that now?
Nothing makes sense.
Now, you listen to me, Arthur, and listen to me well, because there isn't a great deal of time left. We've got to get away from Carol while there's still time, while she's not here.
Why?
Can't you see she's trying to kill you?
No.
Yes, don't be a fool. Carol is the one who lied to you. She and Everett both. They intended to murder you, but in the darkness and the fog, Carol made a fatal mistake. She thought it was you she was killing, not Everett.
No, that was Valerie in the room. A human animal was there. You saw the claw marks on Everett's throat.
That could be accomplished with an iron claw. Valerie is dead.
What makes you so sure of
Because
that?
I know she's dead. They never drove across that bridge at 9 tonight. They've been here on the island all evening.
How do you know that?
I know that because we saw that bridge with our own eyes. And I saw it again just 10 minutes ago. It's still down.
You're just saying that.
Come on with me, Arthur, and you'll see for yourself.
No, you're trying to get me out of the house, out into that fog where Valerie...
Will you stop being an idiot? Here. Take this gun. That'll make you feel any better. Take it and hold it in my back while we're outside. Now, let's get away from Carol while there's still a chance.
All right. Give me the gun.
Yeah.
Now, keep in front of me all the time. And I'm warning you. If you make one false move, I'll kill you.
You see? Carol and Everett were lying to us. The bridge is still down.
You're right, Vincent. They couldn't have come across that bridge.
Of course not. The only trouble is we can't get back over it now either.
But we've got to get off this island somehow.
Wait a minute. I should have thought of it before. Your boat.
I sold the motorboat after the accident.
Well, what about a rowboat?
There's still one of those down at the boathouse at the other end of the island.
Good. Then we can row over to the mainland.
Yes, of course. Come on.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
Back to the house for the car.
Don't be ridiculous. We can't go back there now. We gotta walk.
All right, along the beach here.
Gotta walk faster than that, Arthur.
Vincent, I have a feeling we're being followed.
Just your imagination. Who could see us in this fog?
But I tell you that we are being followed. I told you. Look behind us.
Yes, I can see it now. It's a cat.
And there's a woman with it. Valerie!
We've lost them, Arthur.
They can't be far behind.
Doesn't make any difference now. There's the boathouse just ahead.
The boat! It's not at the land.
Well, it must be. You can't see it because of the fog.
I can see it isn't there.
All right, then we'll hide in the boathouse till morning.
You can't hide from the dead.
Oh, will you please stop that nonsense? We're dealing with somebody very much alive. You've still got that gun.
You can't harm the dead with a gun.
Come on, we're going inside. Door's locked.
I didn't lock it. This boathouse has never been locked before.
All right, wait here. I'll break through the window and come around through the inside. There, just wait for me and I'll unlock the door.
They're coming, Vincent! Hurry!
Now, come on inside, Arthur, quickly. Better lock the door.
Yes.
Arthur, we're in luck. There's a phone here.
Oh, that's right, I forgot.
Maybe it hasn't been disconnected like the other one.
I'll try it. Hello, operator.
Hello, Arthur. It's 11 o'clock, Arthur. Just 3 more hours.
Quarter to 2, Arthur. You can't stay here another minute.
And I can't run away anymore. Where would I go? Where would I hide? If she's going to kill me, let her come and do it.
You've still got 15 minutes.
Oh, my time's run out now.
Well, I wanted to help you save yourself, but you wouldn't let me. I'm not going to stay here another second.
Vincent!
This is your last chance. Do you want to make a run for it with me?
I told you it was no use.
All right, then there's nothing more I can do. Goodbye.
Valerie!
Yes, Archie. I've come for you.
Valerie, please.
You know why I've come, don't you?
Please, don't come any closer.
You hated me so much. Couldn't even wait until death came to me naturally. You knew how much I hated water. How much I was afraid of.
Stand where you are. Don't come another step.
You despised me because Your bullets can't harm me. There's no way you can harm me anymore because I am dead. But I can harm you.
Valerie. Valerie, forgive me. Valerie, please forgive me. I was sorry as soon as I threw you off the boat, but it was too late. I dived into the water to find you, but I couldn't. I tried until my lungs almost burst. Please forgive me.
Why? Why didn't you tell the police?
I wanted to live. Well, now it doesn't make any difference.
You're wrong about that, Arthur. It makes a big difference to us.
What are you doing back here?
I was listening outside to your confession.
Confession?
Thank you, Miss Mason. That'll be all.
Yes, sir.
Miss Mason?
The fog outside and this dim light in here helped her disguise.
And it wasn't Valerie.
How could it be? Valerie's dead, isn't she? And the dead can't really return.
But Everett, who killed him?
Everett? Everett's alive.
Very much alive, Arthur. It wasn't hard for me to pretend being dead with Vincent and Carol keeping you away from my body.
And you, all of you worked
in on this together. Yes. The police couldn't help us because Valerie's body was never found. But we knew you had killed her. We just had to wait for the chance to prove it.
And now you have my confession.
Come on, Arthur.
Wait a minute, Everett. Hello? Hello, Bennett. It's all over. Yeah. You can hook up the wires again. And Bennett, you'd better get to work on that bridge right away. We're making a trip to the mainland.
It's an outrage. All those juicy chances for murder and not one drop of blood spilled. Well, I guess that's the way it is some nights. You just can't lay away a corpuscle. And that Valerie, what a judge she turned out to be. Didn't even have enough courage to step out of her grave. Confidentially, though, the reason is Valerie doesn't like to be seen in shrouds. Oh, no, there's no moral to this story. Just the ugly fact that when you're dead, brother, you're dead. Pleasant dreams.
My dear, the funny thing about a grave, the funny thing about a tomb, is it's a home of sorts, yes, but we assume those inside of them have no ability or desires left in them. So there's no door, there's no knob, there's not even a latch to undo. In that way, a grave is much more a prison, although that may be too dramatic. Let's just say it's more of a container, a package, if you will. Oh, what's that? Well, yes, good things do come in small packages, but I like to believe in my cold old heart that no grave can hold me.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents The Mysterious Traveler. Written, produced, and directed by Robert A. Arthur and David Coker. And featuring tonight two of radio's most distinguished personalities, Santos Ortega and Richard Coogan, in No Grave Can Hold Me.
This is the Mysterious Traveler, inviting you to join me on another journey into the realm of the strange and the terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, and it will thrill you a little and chill you a little as we travel tonight into the world of shadows, from which no man may return, and we learn the story of one who does return. It's a story I call No Grave Can Hold Me. My story starts in a court of law, where a man is on trial for his life. The courtroom is tense, for the jury is out deciding the prisoner's fate. But the prisoner himself, a tall man with glossy black hair and piercing eyes, sits calmly with his lawyer, his daughter Nora, and his son-in-law Harry Wilson, waiting for the fateful verdict.
Oh, dear, I wish I knew. Father, I think the jury is coming in now. They say it's a bad sign when the jury is out for such a short while.
You need not worry, either of you. I shall be free.
I certainly hope so, Randolph, but... Well, you know, you did admit you killed Clemens.
Because he insulted me. He called me a mountebank, a charlatan, a trickster. He called the great Randolph a faker. So he died.
There they come. Oh, Father, I'm frightened.
They're taking your places in the jury box now. They look awfully grim.
I repeat, have no fear for me.
Foreman of the jury, has the jury reached a verdict?
It has, Your Honor.
What is the verdict?
We find the defendant guilty as charged of murder in the first degree.
Oh, no.
Randolph, they found you guilty.
The fools. They, too, think that I'm an impostor, a trickster. They shall learn different. If I die, so shall they.
The prisoner will rise.
Father, you to stand up.
The prisoner will rise.
Very well. I'll stand up, so that they will recognize my face again when they see it suddenly in the night, and know that death has come to claim them.
Maximilian Randolph, you have been found guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree. It is the sentence of this court that you shall suffer the punishment of death on the night of June 6th at midnight. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Visitor for you, Mr. Randolph.
Thank you, Guard Miller.
You can see him for only 5 minutes, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, all right, Guard. Hello, Randolph.
Good evening, Harry. I see that my guard Miller managed to get you in to see me.
Yes, he did. Time is so short that... Well...
I know. It is almost midnight. And at midnight, I die. But Guard Miller has become a good friend. I knew he'd arrange it.
Nora and I saw the governor this afternoon. He refused to do a thing.
It does not matter. What is death but a new garment for the soul to wear?
Nora's waiting outside. You said you didn't want to see her tonight.
That is as I wished. You were my assistant. We were very close, you and I. And now there is a last promise you must make to me.
Anything, Randolph.
When you receive my body, the empty husk of the great Randolph, bury it in a vault with a bronze door which faces east.
A vault facing east? Yes, of course.
The door must be locked with a padlock of bronze. But it must be possible to open it from the inside.
But
without
Randolph.
Using a key.
Randolph, you...
The coffin must be locked shut as well. But I must be able to open it from the inside.
Randolph, sure you're not serious.
I never joke. All this and one thing more. Promise.
All right, I promise.
When I am buried, beneath my head must rest a notebook bearing the names and addresses of the 12 jurymen who found me guilty, of the prosecuting attorney, and of the judge.
But why, Randolph?
So that I may know where to seek my vengeance upon them. The vengeance I have sworn, which must be executed before my soul can sleep.
Oh, Randolph, that's madness.
You disbelieve. So do they. But in my studies, I have learned many things. And one of them is how to reach back from behind the dark curtain of death.
All right, time is up, sir.
Thank you, Miller. Goodbye, Harry. Just tell me one more thing. Is the full moon shining tonight?
Yes. It's a full moon tonight.
Good. And each time hereafter that it shines, one of my enemies will join me in death. And so the great Randolph went to his execution and was buried according to his instructions. After a few days, his case was forgotten. Forgotten by all but Harry Wilson, his son-in-law. Well, as the first month passed and the full moon again shone in the windows of his apartment, a strange restlessness possessed Harry.
Harry, what's wrong with you?
No, I'm sorry, Nora, but tonight, the night of the full moon, I'm nervous. I can't help it.
Oh, darling, you're not worrying about Father, are you? About his threat?
Yes, I am.
Oh, but that's absurd. Poor Father. Toward the end, I'm afraid he was suffering from delusions, and he was more than just an ordinary man. He wasn't entirely sane, Harry.
No, maybe not, but he was so sure of himself, so certain. And those instructions for the way he was to be buried. Oh, of course, I'm just being foolish.
Why don't you go out and walk for a while, Harry? It'll help calm you.
All right, I will. You want to come along? It's a nice night.
No, I think I'll stay here and read.
All right, I'll be back in an hour or so, dear. And if nothing happens tonight, I'll know that Randolph was just putting on an act.
But a little later, another man was also walking in the moonlight of a beautiful July evening. This one was short and stout. He was strolling homeward from a small poker party with his friends when in the dark shadows cast by the trees along the edge of the park, a tall figure stepped directly into his path. Just a moment, Adam.
Who are you? What do you want?
Just to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you. Get out of my
Not
way.
so fast, my friend. Look.
A gun. Say, what is this, a hold-up?
No, Adam. It is not the hold-up.
And why are you threatening me with that gun? Why have you got that scarf covering your face?
Because my face has changed in the months since I was executed and buried. It's rather frightening now.
What are you saying? Who are you, anyway?
You're beginning to recognize my voice, aren't you? You know who I am. You just don't want to admit it to yourself.
The great Randolph.
Whom you, as foreman of the jury, caused to be executed.
Oh, no, it's not possible. No one could come back from the dead.
No ordinary man. But the great Randolph has come back.
No, I don't believe it. There's a trick of some kind.
And is this a trick, Adam? Is it? Is it?
Let go of me.
Is it?
Hello?
Hello, Nora. Is Harry there?
No, he's out for a walk. Who is this?
Don't you recognize my voice, Nora? Surely you heard it often enough.
Father. Oh, no, it can't be.
Strange how skeptical everyone is of me.
Even my own daughter.
Father, it is you. What do you want?
I just want to tell Harry that I have claimed the first victim of my vengeance. Exactly on the stroke of midnight. The same minute when I died.
Oh, no, no.
And I wanted to warn him. But he must do nothing to interfere with my plans. For if he does, I shall have to add him to my list of victims.
No, Nora, you he telephoned here. You wanted to speak to me?
Yes, Harry, just a little after 12. He said that he...
Yes, I know. I heard the news. I was in a restaurant having coffee, and it came over the radio. Adams, the foreman of the jury, was found strangled in front of his home.
Oh, but it's impossible. And yet it was his voice, Harry. Father's voice.
Oh, we've got to do something. Nora, I've got to warn the others on that list. The other jurors, Baldwin, the district attorney, and Judge Dexter.
Yes, but he said if you tried to interfere...
I know, but that doesn't matter. In the morning, I'm going to District Attorney Baldwin. He'll believe me. He'll have to. Oh, but Mr. Baldwin, you've got to listen to me. You've got to warn the others. You've got to give them protection. Or they'll die, just as Adams did.
Wilson, I'm a busy man. I've enough on my mind without having to listen to wild-eyed stories like the one you just told me.
Oh, but it's true. Randolph's instructions about the way he wanted to be buried. The notebook that I put in the coffin with him.
Mere theatrical mummery. Adams was the victim of an ordinary street mugging. That's all there is to it. I have to ask you to leave. I have more important things to tend to.
Mr. Lord, you're a sensible man. You edit the biggest newspaper in this city. If you'll only print what I've told you, the authorities will have to take some action.
Wilson, my job is to print news for our readers, not ghost stories. If I ran your story, I'd be fired tomorrow.
Then you don't believe me.
Tell you what I will do. I'll make a story for the Sunday supplement out of it.
Oh, that won't do any good. If it's in the Sunday supplement, people will just smile at it. When they see it there, they'll know it's just a story.
And I'm afraid there's no use in talking any further, Wilson.
All right, I'll go to other papers. One of them will have to believe me.
I don't advise it. You run a shop, don't you, selling tricks and magic apparatus?
Yes, that's right. Why?
Just this. Newspapers don't believe in giving free publicity, and that's obviously what you're after. Goodbye, Mr. Wilson.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Wilson, but Judge Dexter is unable to see you.
Oh, but, miss, did you explain to him what it's about? How important it is?
The judge said if you cared to write him a letter, he'd give the matter his consideration.
Oh, that's no good. I got to talk to him.
I'm sorry. He's leaving today for his vacation, and he won't be back for a month. Perhaps he'll be able to see you then, but he simply can't see you now.
None of them would listen to me, Nora. They either thought I was crazy or... But I wanted publicity. They all told me to forget it.
They're right, Harry. That's the only thing to do to forget it.
But, Nora...
Maybe we're wrong. Maybe Adam's death last night was just a coincidence. I'm sure Father had nothing to do with it.
Oh, no. He telephoned you. You heard his voice?
Well, I'm not sure now that I did. Maybe it was a dream, Harry. Maybe I just imagined it. So forget the whole thing. Please, Harry, for my sake, forget it. Oh, Harry, darling, it's no good just pacing up and down. Please sit down and try to relax.
I can't, Nora. I can't. Tonight's the second full moon since Randolph was executed. He'll be leaving his grave tonight, and someone else will die.
But, Harry...
There ought to be a guard over the vault he's buried in. I know that wouldn't do any good if he came back from the dead. He wouldn't be bothered by a guard.
Please, Harry, you've done the best you can. And if it is true and you go on like this, well, you'll be in danger, too.
I don't care. That list, Nora, the names on it were alphabetical. And Adams, the foreman, was the first to die.
What are you driving at?
The second name on the list is Baldwin, the district attorney. Baldwin. Wouldn't listen to me last time, but tonight he's got to. I'm going to his home now while there's still time. Mr. Baldwin, you are in danger tonight. I'm sure of it. Deadly danger.
No, you mean it, I'm sure, Wilson.
Yes.
I thought it was some kind of a gag before. Now I can see you fully believe everything you've said.
Oh, then you will take precautions. At least for tonight?
I've been an officer of the law for 30 years. I've been threatened by a lot of convicted murderers, but not one of them has come back to get me yet.
But you don't understand. The great Randolph is different. He had powers that we know nothing about.
Perhaps, but I doubt it. Now, Wilson, I appreciate your warning, but I can't take it seriously.
Oh,
really.
Then you won't guard yourself?
No more than usual. I'll lock the door presently. I'm sure that'll keep out any ghosts who may come this way.
Mr. Baldwin, please, it's almost midnight. At least let me stay with you for another hour.
I'm sorry, but I'm about ready to turn in. I expect to sleep well, too. Now, you go on home, do the same. Because nobody's going to be harmed tonight by the great Randolph spook. I guarantee it.
Oh, no, please, I wish you'd let me
I couldn't
stay.
think of it. Now, you can find your way out yourself, can't you? I'm sure.
Yes, of course. All right, Mr. Baldwin, I won't bother you any longer. Good night.
Good night, Wilson. Well, he's gone. Afraid the poor fellow needs to see a psychiatrist. Randolph's ghost. I only hope I never have anything worse to be afraid of than that. Who's there? Who came in just now? Wilson, is that you again?
No, my friend. It is not Wilson.
Who are you? What the devil's the meaning of this?
You don't recognize me, then?
How can I in that cloak with the collar pulled up over your face?
That is to spare the world a sight that should remain forever hidden within the darkness of a coffin. But my voice? Surely you recognize that.
What are you talking about? Now, get out at once, or I'll call for the police.
It would tax their powers to arrest me. They have no authority in the world to which I belong.
No, it can't be.
I see you have recognized me. You should have taken Wilson's warning, Baldwin, because I'm here, the great Randolph, at your service.
Oh, it's impossible.
That's been said of so many things, hasn't it? But I think I can convince you.
No, stay away. Help!
That won't do you any good. By the time anyone comes, you will have joined me in the world of death.
Nora! Where are you? Nora!
Harry, I could hear you calling all the way down the hall.
Nora, where have you been?
I just went out to get the morning papers. Why?
Why? It's happened again. District Attorney Baldwin has been killed.
But how?
Exactly the same way Mr. Adams was killed, strangled, just at midnight.
Oh, no.
And Nora, I think I know the truth now.
What do you mean?
I don't believe it was your father at all. I think it was I that killed them. I killed them both. Oh, no, you've got to do it. There's a full moon tonight. You've got to lock me in this apartment.
Oh, but Harry, you couldn't possibly have killed those two men.
I could. I was near the scene at both times, and my mind, it wasn't clear. I don't remember doing it, but don't you see, if I'd been hypnotized, I wouldn't remember.
But, darling, Father couldn't have hypnotized you into committing murder. It's a law of hypnosis. The subject won't do anything he knows is wrong.
I know that, but I can't be sure. I believe that in those few minutes I was with him, somehow Randolph impressed on my mind orders to carry out his vengeance for him.
Oh, darling, I'm sure he didn't. But if you insist, I'll lock you in.
All right. Well, I want you to go now. Might not be safe for you to stay with me.
All right, Harry, I'll go to a movie.
Got to stay locked in until after midnight. Then even if I am hypnotized, I won't be able to do any harm. You do understand, Nora, don't you?
Oh, of course, darling. I'm sure you're wrong, but I'll do anything you say.
All right, now. Lock me in. And don't you come back until after midnight. Seven. 8. 9. 10. 11. Another hour and then I'll know. Or will I? Maybe I'll try to get out and I won't remember it. Or... Telephone. Yes. Hello.
Hello, Harry.
Randolph.
Yes, my boy. I'm glad at least you don't say, no, it's impossible.
No. Where are you, Randolph?
That doesn't matter. I just wanted to warn you. And don't try to interfere with my plans.
But, Randolph, I thought... Hello. He hung up. That proves that I'm not the one. Then in that case... Yes. That's the only possible answer. I know now what the truth is. Oh, I've got to get out of here. The door... Oh, it's too solid. I couldn't break it down with an axe. Oh, there's no fire escape, and it's 8 floors down to the street. I have it, the superintendent. I can telephone the superintendent, tell him I locked in, and then he'll come and let me out. Judge Dexter. First, Adams died, then Baldwin. Their names were the first 2 on the great Randolph's list. Your name is third.
And so you think that tonight I'm scheduled to die, huh?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
And you say you warned Baldwin last month just before he was murdered?
I did. And he laughed at me. But he died just the same.
And you're seriously asking me to believe that a dead man legally executed by the state is walking the streets tonight seeking my life?
I tell you, he telephoned me only half an hour ago. I recognized his voice.
You know, of course, that your story sounds like the ravings of an insane mind.
I know it. That's why I've kept quiet this last month. I did try to convince the police, the district attorney, and all I got was laughed at. And then...
Yes, and yet, obviously, you're in earnest. I don't think you're crazy.
I'm not. For a little while, I thought that I was the killer.
You? How?
I thought that I was under post-hypnotic control, that Randolph had planted in my mind the impulse to kill his enemies. But that phone call proved that I was wrong.
And what do you propose that we do?
If we went to his tomb, perhaps then we'd learn the truth.
Why, Wilson, what do you want to open Randolph's tomb for?
Don't you see? If we go there and we find Randolph is still in his coffin, then I'll know that the real murderer is my wife, Nora. I have the key right here. I'll have the padlock off in a minute.
Well, then hurry. The moon is bright. I'd hate to have anyone see us.
Yes, all right.
A very strange story, a man in my position prowling around a cemetery at midnight.
Oh, but we had to come, Judge. We had to make sure.
Well...
There. Unlocked it. We can open the vault door now.
I'm rather sorry I paid any attention to you, Wilson. But we're here now, so let's get this thing over with. Now, I'm going in first. But don't forget, I'm armed.
Oh, don't worry about me. There, I've shut the door. Be safe to turn on the flashlight now. There. See? There's the coffin.
That's odd.
Huh? What is it, Judge?
The air in here is fresh. This vault has been opened, and very recently.
Then it must have been opened by Randolph.
Oh, nonsense. Open this coffin, and I'll prove it. Here. How does it work?
This catch on the side. It can be operated either from the inside or out. There we are. It's unlocked.
Well, then lift the lid, man. Lift it. What? All right, I'll do it. No. There. There you are. Now, see? There's your precious Randolph, safe and sound, just as I expected. Quite dead. As he's supposed to be.
He's still in his coffin.
Yes, and that proves that it... Wilson, shine your flashlight down on the floor. I just touched a body lying here near the wall.
Body? Oh, it's Nora. She's dead.
I don't think so. Here, give me that light.
Judge.
What happened? Why did you turn out the flashlight?
Something knocked it out of my hands. I can't find it.
Because I have it, Harry. That's why you can't find it.
Randolph.
Wilson, what are you saying?
It's Randolph. He's not dead.
Oh, but I am, Harry. But don't let that disturb you. I want to thank you for bringing the judge here to me.
Wilson, where are you? You're trying to play a trick on me?
No, I swear.
He's quite innocent, Judge Dexter. And as for Nora, she merely came to make sure I was where I'm supposed to be. Just as you did. When I spoke to her, she fainted.
Wilson, get the door open. We've got to have some light in here.
It's no use, Dexter. I can see in the dark like a cat, and you can't.
No.
I have you now.
No, Judge.
No.
You're going to die, Dexter. Executed as you ordered me.
Executed.
Randolph, let me go. I warn you, Randolph. I've got a gun. I'm going to shoot.
You're too late. You're...
Are you all right? Yes. Yes, I am. Now see if you can find the flashlight. Right. I think I've taken care of Mr. Randolph. If it was Randolph.
I think I have it. Yes, here it is. Judge, Randolph's body, it's still in the coffin.
I rather thought it would be.
Harry? Harry, is that you?
Oh, no. You're not hurt?
No, just my head. I came here to see if Father...
We understand, Mrs. Wilson, and then someone hit you.
Yes, from behind. There was someone here in the vault. I just got a glimpse of him, and then he hit me. But who was it?
That's what we're just about to find out. Now, let me have the flashlight, Wilson.
Yes,
I think he fell over here. Now, yes, here he is.
But who is he? He was impersonating Father, but who is he?
Here he's lying on his face. We better turn him over.
Carefully now. He's still breathing. And that's it.
Oh, hey, it's Miller, the guard from the penitentiary, the one Randolph said he made a friend of.
Yes, the one who was guarding him just before he was executed.
So that's it. It was Miller. Miller, can you hear me?
What happened?
I'm afraid he's dying.
Before Father was executed, he must have hypnotized this man and ordered him to carry out his fantastic scheme of vengeance.
Oh, it was a trick, but a very cunning trick. By means of hypnosis, Randolph used this man as a tool, even though Randolph himself was dead.
He must have recognized that Miller was unusually susceptible.
I think we'll find that Miller was a psychotic to begin with. Otherwise, Randolph's hypnosis would never have worked. For no normal person can be influenced the way Miller was under any circumstances.
Isn't there anything we can do for him?
No. No, he's gone. And with him, the great Randolph has died, too. For good.
This is the mysterious traveler again. So the great Randolph is dead for good, is he? I wonder. After all, Miller wasn't the only guard Randolph had a chance to talk to. Oh, but he couldn't have hypnotized any of the others. I wouldn't give it another thought if I were you. Unless, of course, you were on the jury that convicted Randolph. In that case... Oh, you have to get off here. I'm sorry. I'm sure we'll meet again. I take this same train every week at this same time.
You have just heard The Mysterious Traveler, a series of dramas of the strange and terrifying. The role of the mysterious traveler is played by Maurice Tarplin. In tonight's cast were Santos Ortega, Richard Coogan, Shirley Blank, and Bill Smith. Original music composed and played by Al Vanelli. All characters in this story were fictitious, and any resemblance to actual persons was purely coincidental. This is Bob Emmerich speaking.
Well, my dear, I hope I provided you some much-needed escape, as you did for me as well. Even all alone behind these hard and hollowed walls, and to wherever it is I go as the sun comes up, I still find myself in that wretched anxiousness. It seems it really does just keep on going and going. But for now, it's time you head home. Before the sun comes up, you must get some rest. Prepare yourself for another day, and know that I'll be here, waiting for you whenever you decide to come back. Oh, what's that? Oh, no, don't you worry. I will. I will be here. So go on now, and as you head your way home, and past Grandma's house, over the river, through the woods, as you go through your beautiful French doors into your home and lay your head on your little pillow, as you start to nod away, just please be thankful for what you have. See you next time.